Hello and welcome to the New York Sports Show, America's #1 all New York sport podcast. I'm your host, Dominic Kondoweski. Now, folks, before we get into this video, we are the #1 all New York sport podcast, and some New York teams, where they play in New Jersey, you got the Giants and the New York Jets of the NFL and the New York Guardians of the XFL. The New Jersey Generals, well, they play over in Alabama because of how the USFL is. But we have an announcement. We are now covering New Jersey Generals football exclusively here on the NYSS. So if you're a Generals fan, you gotta subscribe if you end up liking this video. Let's get into these predictions. So the USFL is back after a decade plus, which seems like a 100-year absence. XFL came back. Now the USFL is coming back. I think the biggest question is for 2023, who's going to be more popular, the XFL or USFL, as they'll be playing at the same time. But this year, it is the year for the United States Football League, one of the most patriotic sporting leagues I would say there is right now in the United States. So it's made out of two divisions. You have the Southern Division, comprised of the Tampa Bay Bandits, Birmingham Stallions, New Orleans Breakers, and the Houston Gamblers. And then you have the North Division from the Michigan Panthers, New Jersey Generals, Philadelphia Stars, and Pittsburgh Mariners. It's gonna be a good season, of course, a historic season. But where are the teams gonna fall in the win-loss record column? Well, let's find out. Here's some USFL 2022 predictions. So, starting with the Southern Division, Tampa Bay Bandits with an 8-2 win-loss record. Houston Gamblers second, 7-3. It's 10 games through a 10-week regular season. All games played in Alabama. Very neutral. I think that's good in a way, but it also takes away that home field advantage, because every team's going to have that whole home field advantage. So no one's going to come in with really an unfamiliar field. Everyone's going to be used to this field very fast. I think it just comes down to draft. Who had the better draft pick overall? It was the Michigan Panthers, first pick overall. They're in the North Division. We'll get to that in a second. So, the Gamblers 7-3 in the win-loss column. Give the New Orleans Breakers a 5-5 win-loss record. So, they are at 500 through the fourth season. And then the Birmingham Stallions, they are 3-7 in the win-loss column. And then the North Division, the Panthers, they had the first overall pick. They had a very good draft, even though it was not televised. Social medias, they let everyone know. I do think they will go as close as possible to being undefeated with a 9-1 win-loss record. And then you have the New Jersey Generals sitting at 7-3. I think they're going to have a very solid season. The quarterback they got is an absolute beast. Shorter wise when it comes to height for quarterback scale, but this guy has the wheels. He's like Lamar Jackson. He could shoot the ball full and hit his wide receiver targets. And then you have the Philadelphia Stars 4-6, so 2 wins below 500. And the Philadelphia Mariners 1-9 in the win-loss columns to take the Michigan Panthers record, flip it over from 9-1. You have the Mariners with a 1-9 record. Frankly, it's very hard to predict how these teams are going to go. It's the fourth season. I don't fully think that matters where they were in the order of this draft. It just really goes based on how the players are going to react to this new game of football exactly, and I would say luck. I don't really believe in luck in sports, but for this, you really have to have luck and consistency on your side, because all these teams are pretty even up and down the columns for the team standings. Comment down below what you guys think. I'm Dominic Kondoweski. I'm signing out. Take it easy, folks.